It's the holidays yet again. Yule time, Christmas time, time to get drunk.
Yes.
Time to be happy.
That too.
Time to masturbate by yourself.
That's usual.
Hey, Chimi listeners, welcome back to the Chimi Vetran Podcast. I'm your host, as always, Kristaan Barrick. With me tonight is, as usual, Alex Weitzman. You've been joining me quite frequently in the last few months, sir.
I've been around. What can I say?
Explain to me again why I invited you on the Christmas-themed episode when you are
Because I'm here to just completely inject that happy holidays element into the whole Christmas proceedings so that nobody's happy.
Oh, is that what it is?
That's exactly what it is.
And in case you have a very familiar laugh in your beautiful skull, we have Ryan's motherfucking Bonafont back.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
You miss it over here in this side of the world?
Yeah. It's the
actually
Chimi world.
We had a few people actually ask about where Brony is a few times, and every time they're not asking about you. They don't want to give a shit about you. It's your laugh. Yeah. It's always a laugh.
This is basically that Dallas moment where Christian wakes up and he goes into the bathroom and he sees Bryant in the shower.
Except he's not bathing. He's just standing there with a beer. Hey guys, what's up, man?
Just laughing.
So we're not recording in the studio today. We're just kind of chilling, having a nice little pre-Christmas relaxation. We thought we'd bring you all along for the ride. Indeed. We're gonna go ahead and drink something different. Alex, you've got yourself your own little shindig.
I've got my own little thing that I've got going. I picked up some bourbon whiskey the other day, and I'm pairing it with Martinelli's apple juice.
Interesting.
Very gay. I like it.
And fuck you
gay.
too. Thank you.
And I intend to drink a very nice, manly drink. Bryant, I'm gonna hand you a bottle. Oh, it smells so good. We're gonna pour it in a thing.
Can I smell it?
You, by all means, sniff that tip.
Can I read this?
Yeah, that's why I'm handing it to you.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, by the way, I'm looking forward to when he describes this as a manly drink.
It's been forever.
How the hell do you say that first word? Shousers?
Let me see. we're off on a flying start here.
Somebody has not read the Canterbury Tales.
Shousters meat? Okay, so this is Gold Medal California State Fair gluten-free delicious wine made from 100% pure honey. Look at that. Holy shit balls.
So I'm drinking whiskey, he's got honey wine, and he's got the manly drink.
Wait a minute.
Some honey wine, okay? And it's gonna go straight down my gullet.
But correct me if I'm wrong. Weren't the Vikings the ones that drank honey wine? You whiny piece of shit.
Well, then now you have to ask yourself something about the Vikings, don't you?
Oh, that they don't give two shits about what people think about them. They're like, this shit tastes good. I'm going to drink it.
Oh, okay. So in the grand scheme of things, the Vikings are those. Is Jake Gyllenhaal in the middle of or in the beginning of Zodiac ordering the blue neon drink at the bar?
No, what it is you're the one driving the big lifted pickup and SUV that's way too loud and way too big for its own good to compensate. Meanwhile, we're over here just like we're fine with our dicks.
Okay.
It's fucking Martinelli's apple juice with whiskey. I don't give a fuck. I just want something that I like.
Bullshit.
That's right. But that goes with a lot of people. It's you get the freaking social peer pressure from guys where it's like this tastes like gasoline. You better drink that shit, bro. But secretly in the background, you kind of want one of those frilly drinks. But
God, yes.
But guys can't. All the ladies get the frilly drinks.
You know what, Brian? Remember when you and I went up to LA for the Cuddly episode, and we wound up getting like freaking what did we get? We got like pina coladas and all these like flavored fruity drinks.
It was like a Tahiti bar, though.
It was freaking awesome.
Yes, it was. Yes, that was the episode where we tried to go ahead and get the date.
Yeah.
And
then you got your face sucked off that night.
Yeah.
That was pretty fun to watch.
Yeah.
There you go. See, that's
you did too, though.
Yes, we all did. We all got some face sucking.
Yes, we all got some face sucking.
For the record, it was me sucking on his face, okay? It's out of the bag now, guys.
Yeah, sorry, guys. Just ruined it. I ruined the mystery.
So the media is not going to be...
You're not going to be able to masturbate nearly the same way.
I know, one guy was
you have
just
to lay
like
on
right
the side.
in the middle.
Exactly.
He was like, more details, more... Fuck, you ruined it.
Oh, damn it. Suck facing. Face sucking.
So mead is typically served cold, much like beer, but instead this time we're going to be serving it hot because it is the Yule solstice coming up, and you drink this shit hot.
So what is this that we're putting into this?
Oh, this is basically just seasonings and spices.
I just drop it in there?
You drop that. You teabag that bitch.
Boom.
It literally looks just like a tea bag.
It does.
Basically, to make this hot, and we're cheating. We're using an electric kettle, but we're recording.
See, you just told them. We should have told. Should have been like,
we forged the fires straight from Mount Doom.
Yes. Perfect.
We're adding some mulch.
9 goblets were given to the race of men who, above all else, desire chasers.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
this thing started heating up over here. I got scared.
I think you're gonna hear this on microphone. I'm thinking.
Let's let him hear.
There you go.
That sounds like it's already good to go. It only takes a second. Otherwise, you burn out all the alcohol. Go ahead and turn that off. Flip that switch up.
Got it.
There we go.
Let me get some mugs.
That was freaking fast.
It was.
You don't want to cook the alcohol out, bitch.
I see.
Yeah, that's the point of it.
I would think so.
Why would you drink if you weren't having the alcohol in the drink?
You know that I don't know what it is with O'Doul's, but people drink O'Doul's.
I know. What the fuck is up with that?
Yeah. Yeah, O'Doul's is completely alcoholic free.
To quote a certain great other type of holiday film, people like blood sausage. People are morons.
Okay, you know what? Fuck you. I love blood sausage.
Fair enough. I don't think I've ever...
He comes out, he sees his shadow.
Sir, go ahead. Do the honors. Pour that shit.
All right, let's see what's going on here. And thank you for this mug here.
Yeah.
Matching my jacket ever so cleverly.
Yeah, I noticed you got the Triforce jacket going on, the Triforce jogger jacket.
Yeah, it doesn't leave me. It'll never leave me. I have had this jacket, I think, since like Hot Topic first came out.
Oh.
Yeah,
when it was actually cool instead of trying to be cool.
Yes. Yes, it was. I loved getting my shirts from Hot Topic. Ooh, all right.
Pour it in.
Holy smokes!
Damn right.
Well, all right.
Well, there.
All right. So this moment of silence is brought to you by Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, and Good Yule.
Indeed.
Oh yeah.
What you think?
That's nice. That's sweet, obviously.
Yep.
It's made out of 100% honey. But the warm is not bad. It's like I'm getting the same thought of going ahead and eating sushi and drinking some hot sake.
Yeah, it's kind of what you get. It's kind of like that. It doesn't have like a whole lot of like alcoholic burn to it.
No, not at all.
But it ain't weak, that's for sure.
Yeah.
How's your Martinelli whiskey going there, bitch?
Oh, it's delish. It's delish. I mean, admittedly, if I still had some of my spice cider, I'll usually pick up some spice cider from like Trader Joe's, and I like that with the whiskey. That would probably be a little bit more, festive, I think, in just general flavor. But this is a fairly decent, alternative replacement sort of thing.
You would go ahead and watch a good show and drink that drink.
Oh, fuck yes.
Yeah, see, there you go. It's a good drink.
Like Showgirls?
Why not?
A fantastic Christmas movie.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. Gather around, children. We're gonna watch striptease.
The sequel to Saved by the Bell.
I'm sorry. You just say striptease as in the movie that wished it was Showgirls?
No, the movie that a very specific actress wished was Showgirls.
Right.
Demi Moore really tried hard to push that.
Very hard.
I'm a respectable actress, and I'm going to take my top off. Good on you, and I'm going to respect you taking your top off. Ignore my hands.
It's like, what if we made Showgirls, but we put Demi Moore and Burt Reynolds in it?
I mean, you could do that, but you shouldn't.
Yeah, exactly.
But they did.
But they did. Hey,
follow through with that bit.
When you got money, you could go ahead and do whatever you want, man. Just like Playboy Mansion.
Well, speaking of movies, last Christmas episode, I wound up reviewing Star Wars: Force Awakens. This year, it seems like every Christmas we're going to have Star Wars on the line.
I think it's pretty much going to be a thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Rogue One just came out.
That's right.
Rogue One.
Without going into any major spoilers, which, let's be realistic, this is kind of hard to spoil because if you've seen the trailers or understand the concept even remotely, you know what's going to happen.
Yeah, that's kind of true.
Well, okay. Well, it's about the X-Men character Rogue,
the X-Men
who manages to,
and she loses her number one Rogue One, her number one sex toy because she can't have sex. So she needs the rechargeable vibrator.
I always get bummed out when I hear about that. Rogue, she's always on Gambit.
Actually,
shit.
one of the most depressing things that I just realized.
Well, we transitioned pretty hardcore.
We did. But we'll get back to it in just a second. But I just recently realized that, and as a pet person, this is a big deal for me.
Where are we going with this?
Rogue can't
let it go,
pet
man.
a
Let
dog.
it keep going. Yeah, she can.
Shouldn't pet a dog.
No,
Right.
she shouldn't.
Yeah, she pet dogs or cats or anything like that.
I wonder if she's like actually done that to pets and like animals, where she's just like, "Fuck today, I didn't get my mail."
Or get
You know?
this: she goes out camping, she gets bit by a bunch of mosquitoes, but they all die. Then she absorbs the power of the mosquitoes.
Malaria.
Exactly.
She's walking malaria. Hey, everybody!
Oh God! Want to make some s'mores?
Oh God! Oh God! No.
Anyways, back to her vibrator. I want to honestly say that this is my favorite Star Wars since the original trilogy came out. I'm gonna just shoot that out right here, right now.
I liked the simplicity of it.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing that I like the most is that. Spoiler alert: people died.
Yeah. It's a movie called Star Wars.
Yeah.
And in the past, it's mostly been... Star Wars has been the Anakin family drama.
Yeah.
This essentially takes the Anakin family drama away from... Or the Skywalker family drama away from it.
Yeah, it did.
And we finally get the war back in Star Wars.
Right. Well, if you think about the actual concept of Star Wars, all the previous films, including the original trilogy, the concept of the wars have all been in the background, and we've mostly been playing with, shall we say, the politicians and other major figures whose decisions affect the way the wars go. Now it's actually about the people who really have to live with these realities.
Yeah, that ain't like real life.
No, not at all. Not in the slightest.
I liked it very, very much too. I'm one of those weird people who I actually kind of enjoyed every single Star Wars movie.
As did I. I'm not knocking any of the others.
I'm the person who enjoyed the prequels in many ways for what they were, even with all their incredibly easy to make fun of elements, which I adore about it as well. But that said, the thing that impressed me the most about Rogue One is that it's a really challenging movie, I think, for modern audiences in terms of modern franchises. We're used to people...
All the Star Wars movies have been family friendly for the most part. You can take your kids. This is one where you really have to question, should I take my kids? It's very much like a war movie. Like you'd say you go to see a World War II movie, right? With Brad Pitt in a tank.
Oh, less intestines spewing out, but...
Right.
I'm surprised by that, by the way. Because we cauterized the wounds this time.
Yeah, exactly.
But also consider that, we've got an audience of people that may not have seen the original films and going to see the new ones. The most recent film that they went to go see was Force Awakens, which takes place on a timeline-wise way different period of the franchise's scenario.
I was thinking that. It's confusing.
We are asking the audience now to jump around in their perception of where Star Wars takes place.
Jump around.
Exactly, yes. Get all crisscross on it. And be able to say, okay, we can tell an original story, essentially, just within this universe.
And they did that really well, in my opinion.
Exactly.
You have a question, sir.
This is actually a costume question for you guys on Darth Vader.
Uh-huh.
He has a little flip going out underneath his
There
mask.
are a few little differences in Rogue One that I've noticed.
Yeah.
His neck looks like he's got a little turkey neck going on.
Yeah, something's going on there.
And then if you notice, his gloves are a lot puffier this time.
Yeah.
They kind of
what do you guys think of his new costume? Or old costume?
It feels kind of like they wanted to make it seem a little less streamlined.
Okay.
Because I don't think this is a spoiler. We kind of get a glimpse of him kind of before he gets dressed up. And I doubt that... I mean, we know for a fact this isn't the origin of the Vader outfit, but we kind of see a little puffier one.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with it. I'm really okay with it.
I think it's important to consider the idea that, over the course of, 17 years?
Yeah.
17 years,
At least.
from Revenge of the Sith to wherever
He's
we're
had
at.
to change a wardrobe once or twice.
Well, no. Just because you're an incredibly burnt invalid Sith of a Jedi doesn't mean you can't be affected by the fashion trends.
I've always had a question. I've always had a good question about Vader. What does he do when he gets a zit? That's gotta suck.
That's gotta be... Ooh. But what if he's got mechanisms in that mask that deals with it for him?
Tiny little robot
zip poppers.
Oh my god, that sounds horrible.
He gets one right in the back of the sack.
Oh god, it's like one on the back, on his back, it just takes it out for him.
I feel one right on the inner thigh.
Ow. Which, by the way, awesomeness that we have James Earl Jones back behind the microphone.
Yes.
That was interesting, because I was expecting it to be Anakin's voice. Like, not Anakin, the younger actor.
At the end of Revenge of the Sith, we have James Earl Jones for a split second saying a really shitty line, but that's all we got.
This time, exactly.
This time we get significant interaction, and honestly, we finally got back to the badass Vader, because Anakin was way too involved with Vader for so long that we finally got rid of the
higher ground.
Yeah, we've got rid of the pussy Vader, and now we're seeing the badass Vader.
Well, it's important to know that it is official. James Earl Jones isn't really playing Darth Vader. He's playing Darth Vader's clothes.
Yes.
Because
that's a unique twist on it.
When he shows up when Darth Vader's in full outfit. If the outfit's off, it's somebody else.
Yeah.
I've been kind of wondering, you know how in every scene when he's walking into a room, the Imperial March plays? What if that's not actually a soundtrack that's played over? What if he actually has a button that plays it when he walks in the room?
That would be amazing.
And of course, at one point, he just presses the wrong button. Wake me up before you go.
Starts dancing. Oh shit! This is the wrong place for this.
Every time he walks in the room, he looks at the troopers and says, "Watch this."
Watch this.
Wait till the bass drops.
I find your lack of stereo disconcerting.
I like how we're doing absolutely nothing to tear apart this movie. What I really enjoyed the most was K2, my new favorite droid of the entire franchise.
Alan Tudyk, he is phenomenal these days. I love his voice work.
He leaped on a wind his way into my heart again.
Oh yeah.
I thought the character was great.
Yeah, I like that we got the snarky fuck this shit. I'm tired of these fucking humans robot. But he wasn't like from the old game. I forgot what that droid's name was from Knights of the Old Republic, but he didn't hate humans and call them meat sacks, but he just kind of was done with their shit.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
He was, honestly, if they put him as a human, he would literally have been a human character.
Yeah. Well, absolutely.
That's the thing that kind of got me, was how humanistic this robot was. I was like, is he a robot?
I think it's because, one, he's been reprogrammed and he's kind of had to rethink things. He probably didn't get reprogrammed with things wiped out because they needed those old memories to utilize. So he probably had all these memories of bad shit he had to do, and then he's just kind of like, fuck, I was an ass. I'm over this shit.
As he catches the grenade.
Yeah, right? Yeah. And then,
There's a scene that I'm gonna not say what is the content of the scene because it's spoilery.
Anakin kills his wife?
That one. What? Excuse me. She died of sadness.
Yeah. Yep.
I still like the theory that Palpatine used some Dark Force magic to suck her life energy to keep Vader alive as kind of like a, you worried about it so much? Watch this shit. Ooh, now it sucks to be you.
Because he's just that kind of prick.
Yeah,
I can see
that'd
that.
be interesting.
But anyway, back to Rogue One. There's a scene that occurs at a key, shall we say, emotionally climactic moment between our two leads.
Okay.
And I'm being vague enough so that Christian knows what scene I'm talking about without having to actually spoil it for you, the listener.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, fair enough. Well, then you'll have to just...
Was it on the beach?
No, it's on the ship.
Okay.
Oh, the orgy scene.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
No, an emotionally climactic moment between our two lead characters, and they're both very angry with each other, and they both make, I think, very interesting arguments against each other, and you can kind of see both sides of their perspective. Neither completely right, neither completely wrong. I love it when the writing gets to that point. When you've defined two characters' objectives enough that they can be in conflict and you can appreciate both sides of their being in conflict without saying, oh, but you should just change your mind.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, someone's listening to this podcast going, what the fuck is he talking about?
Well, then see the movie, damn it!
Yeah, ripping shit apart.
Wrong! I liked how Matt Mikkelsen had a role in which was very small but huge impact to the entire mythos of the Star Wars universe.
Exactly, and to steal a line from you, he had nothing going on with his eyes.
Yeah, if you ever noticed that, Matt, everything he's ever played in, he's got some weird thing going on with his eyes. When he was in the James Bond movie, he had that weird scar with his eye. Recently...
Crying blood.
Yeah, recently in Doctor Strange, he's got the weird like pixelation in his eyes burning away.
The world's worst sunburn.
Like no matter what you do, you find a movie and something's going up with his eyes. I don't get it. I just don't fucking get it. And then this movie suddenly, no, his eyes are fine. Oh, okay, fine. You got to space. Suddenly, you don't have any eye problems.
Yeah.
That's what he needed. He needed to be in the right atmosphere.
I guess.
Maybe.
But yeah, no, this is a subtle movie compared to all the others, but it is so connected. Connected.
Yeah, it was well connected.
And I'm not going to give any of it away, but like right up to the very minute, if you've seen the original film, you are going to be like, oh my god, I see everything now.
Yeah,
I can see
it ties together.
Of what I've been reading, this film also contains the first instance of a character being adapted to the feature films from the cartoons.
Yeah, which character was that?
That's the Forrest Whitaker character.
The crazy lunatic character.
Yeah. That character was originally was created for Star Wars: The Clone Wars, voiced by Andrew Casino, and that's where he came from. And then they adapted him for this.
So talk about his character for 5 seconds exactly.
I don't know because I actually haven't even seen the show that character's been in.
5. Good job.
I know that good. That was pretty damn good.
Is it the Rebel the animated series Rebels?
That's the newest version, but that show is kind of a sequel to Star Wars: The Clone Wars.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, cool.
Oh no, I'm going to rate this one very high. I'm going to give this one a full erection. Go see it.
Yeah,
I meant what I said. It's my favorite Star Wars since the original trilogy came out. If I had my way, there would be a lot more movies like this, which I'm happy that we do have. We're going to have the numerical movies every other year right now until the third one is out, and then between those years, we're going to have these spin-off ones. Yeah. No one has full details on what all of them are. We do know that the next one's going to be a young Han Solo film, which I'm not feeling that.
We'll see.
Interesting.
We'll see. I reserve, as per usual, reserve judgment until at least a trailer.
I'm down with them throwing Selfish Gambino in as young Lando, but I don't know about the rest of it.
Well, to be fair, I like the actor. I liked him in, what was it, Hail Caesar.
Who the fuck is it again?
Like Elden Reich or something like that?
Han Solo.
I might be saying his name wrong. I'm sorry, guy who's not listening.
He looks kind of funky. He doesn't look anything like
Harrison
Ford. No.
Yeah, but, whatever.
Yeah, seriously. It doesn't even matter anymore. They used to go ahead and go into detail about, like, oh, yeah, this guy has the same hairline and shit. They're like, fuck it. This guy's British.
I mean, look.
Alden
Yeah, see? That's what I said.
First off, Emilia Clarke is in this.
Ooh.
Showing sploosh. Currently, the movie is called Untitled Han Solo Star Wars Anthology Film.
That is exactly what it should remain called.
Yeah, no, that should be what's on the poster.
Yeah.
Holy shit. That's one fucking name.
That should be the title and should be printed in Comic Sans.
Yeah.
So I guess that's... Oh, you know what? I want one more final touch. There is a scene towards the end where Darth Vader finally kicks some ass, and we haven't seen Darth Vader actually fight on the big screen in forever.
Yeah. Without
giving details of what happens. Oh my god, he was fucking brutal.
Yeah, that was terrifying.
It was fantastic.
It's what we needed to see.
It's basically, you get the idea from watching the scene that it's kind of what maybe George had in his head when he did the first films, but he just couldn't do.
What I'm really digging about it is that he didn't like make him like twirly flippy like they did in the original.
It wasn't Yoda in Attack of the Clones.
Well, no, it wasn't, and it wasn't even like Obi-Wan and Anakin from that era either. There was no flippy, no fancy. He moved it with grace like he did in the original trilogy, but it was just fucking brutal.
Yeah,
there was no missing movement.
I mean, to be fair, he did not have room.
No, that's the thing.
Where he
that's
was,
exactly
he did not
it.
have room to do it.
There was no wasted movement in that entire scene, and honestly, I felt like there was like a hurricane coming down a hallway, just mince-meeting people.
Yeah. Him walking forward was just like unbelievable.
I had chills.
Yeah, because that guy, that poor guy.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. There's one soldier who just gets off, and you're just like, dude, you had no chance. Like, even the will, the desire to fight back wasn't even there.
Yeah. That fucking sucked.
All right, so I'm gonna jump off of the Star Wars bandwagon really quick. Like,
all right.
We have. Did you guys see today the teaser trailer for the new Blade Runner sequel?
I did not see the trailer, but I saw that it was a thing that happened.
Yeah.
Why are they making so many spin-offs?
Because
This
it's
isn't
a
a spin-off.
pre-sold concept.
Here's the thing. This one is actually going to be well done, I think, because they're doing a deep story that continues exact details from... They're not just creating something that's tacked on.
Okay.
They're interweaving all those extra loose ends from Blade Runner, and let's be honest, there was a lot in Blade Runner that everyone's kind of like, wait, what?
Here, I have a question for you. What do
Please.
you think? What do you think about all these spin-offs?
For me, as an actor...
In a broad range.
Look, I'm an actor and a fanboy, so by nature, there's a part of me that's going to get very charged by all of this stuff because of that.
Charge me.
Yeah. By that sense of like, ooh, I get to play in an arena of like this material that I've loved as a kid.
Yeah.
That said, the artist part of me does recognize that there's an implicit problem with this and that we need more original material.
Yeah.
Now that said, the quote-unquote original material that sometimes is coming out of Hollywood is sometimes so bad that the only way to guarantee any element of quality is to have a pre-existing material that the executives are scared enough of the existing fan bases to not fuck up too much.
See, I'll jump with that, but I'm going to go ahead and... my stance has been, because we're going to have it no matter what, I'm now stopping... I've stopped all the hate for it. Because, I mean, Bryant, you remember, you and I had this talk before. I hated that we're just doing all these sequels and spin-offs and remakes, and it pisses me off. I've dropped that entire mentality. Now I'm just kind of looking at it film by film, because we're not going to have a choice. It's going to be in front of us.
Well, I have no control over it. I'm not saying, like, I'm going to go fucking boycott in front of Universal Studios now.
Boycott? It's all about going to the theater and just taking a shit in the theater mid-movie. Ruin the ticket sales.
Dude,
at the end of the day, of course there's power in your hands. The power in your hands is to go see a great original work. You just have to find them.
Yeah. The actual power is for people to actually not go watch the movie.
I'm going to name 2 movies right now. You guys are going to tell me what you think of the fact that these are being done. First off, the one we're on, Blade Runner 2049 is the current
2049?
2049 is the running title of this one.
Okay.
It has Harrison Ford returning as Rick Deckard, and everyone else in this list, no one even knows who they're playing. Ryan Gosling's playing the new lead.
Okay.
Which obviously women are just going to diddle or skittle the entire film, which just go in assuming you're going to smell either chicken or tuna. Jared Leto is playing some random role.
It's probably the Joker again.
Dave Bautista is in it. I hope he's actually playing Drax, by the way.
No.
And then Robin Wright, Ana de Armas. I don't know who half these people are, but they got a full cast. The movie's done with actual like the pre-filming. They're all doing like the post-wrap now. This movie coming out and having the original people involved, and this being a true sequel as opposed to
like a reboot.
There's no reboot. There's no like trying to do a corporate like, oh my god, this is a story that apparently the writers wanted to tell for a long time, and he just couldn't do it because they couldn't just have a young cast be dressed old. It looked bad.
Is Ridley Scott involved? Is he directing?
Yep, he's full involved. Let's see, director Dennis Villeneuve. However, screenplays by Hampton Fancher and written and composed with Ridley Scott still involved. Yes.
Okay, so then here's my reaction to its existence. I'm intrigued. I'm looking forward to seeing the teaser trailer and any further trailers from there. On the flip side, I remember the last time Ridley Scott decided he wanted to get back into a franchise that he left behind, and we got Prometheus.
Yeah.
So, 6 of one, half a dozen.
So you didn't like Prometheus?
Prometheus, I didn't think was bad per se.
Okay.
But I sure as hell thought it was bizarre in some of the wrong ways.
I thought you were going to say bad.
I would have taken
It wasn't bad, but it was bad.
I'd have taken that as an answer.
Yeah.
What about you? Did you see Prometheus?
I did.
What'd you think of it?
I thought it was confusing as all hell.
Oh.
But I thought it was a good movie.
Apparently, they were going to be doing a Prometheus sequel. And then when people thought that was a bad idea,
Yeah.
they decided to instead merge the sequel with another project they had going, which is this movie right here that I'm clicking on right now.
Dear God.
Alien Covenant, 2017.
Is Predator in it?
Nope.
Oh.
Let's see here.
Is Ash Williams in it?
Here's what it basically is. It's taking Prometheus's story, merging it with the original Aliens franchise, which we already knew it was tied in, but now it's less hinting at and directly just be an Aliens movie.
Okay.
It's not a reboot. It's just it's a relaunch is the way people are taking it.
Okay.
Let me read this to you and you tell me what you think. Headed towards a remote planet on the far side of the galaxy, the crew members of the colony ship Covenant. Oh, hey, there's the name. Discover what they find is an uncharted paradise, but it is actually a dark, menacing world. That's what we got. That's all we know. So
That just
far.
sounds like a horror movie.
I just want Michael Fassbender's head to be there somewhere as like maybe like a ball, like a soccer ball, like a couple of like alien children like kicking it back and forth. Yeah, that sort of.
Well, okay. So if you'd like to hear the cast, then Michael Fassbender,
yes.
Catherine Watterson is coming back as well. Naomi Rapace, I think she was the woman.
Yeah, she was the lead in Prometheus.
Danny McBride is in this one, strangely enough. I hope all he does is just flip people off and say, "Fuck you!"
Yeah. Just throws a baseball
I hope
at the
that
wall
Danny
for the whole
McBride's
movie.
role in this is similar to his role in This Is the End, where he
my
just uses up all of the supplies when they're trapped in
No,
space.
fuck that.
Oh my God.
I hope Danny McBride is playing the alien. I hope he's the xenomorph. He bursts from his chest. Fuck you! We got.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna put a chest burster in here now.
Let me give you the best two names for right now. Guy Pearce is in this,
Again?
and James Franco.
Oh God. It is gonna be This Is the End. This is actually the stealth sequel to This Is the End.
Oh wait, we're not over.
James Franco?
James Franco.
James Franco.
Now, Guy Pearce was in Prometheus too with his incredibly unconvincing old man makeup.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he's coming back for that. Let's see. Here's the extended cast for the rest of the Alien Covenant. Let's see here. We have James Franco, Jonah Hill, Seth Rogen. Craig Robinson, Michael Cera, Emma Watson. No, I'm kidding. I'm fucking. I'm just reading the cast.
I love that you managed to completely bypass Jay Baruchel. Just completely. It's just like, fuck that guy.
Somebody thought you were probably telling the truth right now. They were like, what the fuck?
Someone was either freaking out and go, "Oh my god, please no," or someone else was just like jerking, going, "Yes."
Oh,
and that person was probably Michael
awesome.
Cera. Michael Cera probably was just begging and begging and begging, "Please give me a movie. Please give me a movie." I'm tired of being...
this sounds like such a good idea, guys.
I still love the theory that he never was trying to be an actor. He was like just delivering a pizza one day, walked in on set, and someone said, "All right, are you the delivery boy? Cool. All right, here's your script. Act." And he's just like, "What? Oh, that was really awkward and cute. Hang on, could we give you some more lines?" I don't know what you're talking about.
Here's $1,000, son. Just stay
And
here.
suddenly a career was born.
Yeah.
And Michael Cera to this day still has, I don't know what the fuck is happening.
Yeah. It works, though.
It does.
His character works.
I'm fairly certain Scott Pilgrim is just filmed by just following Sarah around and just like having people attack him.
No, they just had him wander around on a green screen, and then they just kept tripping him with wires that were also green. And then they would CG animate the other actors in around him.
Makes sense.
The best
makes
thing,
sense.
the best thing about that theory is it implies that he never actually was in a bed with Mary Elizabeth Winstead, and that's a good theory.
God, I would go to bed with her so hard.
Mary Elizabeth Winston was in
My Wet Dreams.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. She's in that show with the two girls, right?
Good call.
Yeah. Two girls?
One cup.
Oh shit! Have you got? Anyways, I don't want to talk about that.
You're gonna ask if we've seen it? Of course I have.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. Anyways, but they're like waitresses.
I don't think that's her, actually.
No.
No, I don't
Okay.
think it is.
I have no idea what we're talking
I'm
about.
going to look it up. Hold on.
No, I'm not.
No, I got to check.
Okay. So yeah, I'm not as in tune with who these people are.
All I know is she's
I have
hot.
no idea.
She's got that awkward, like, I'm
Was
not
she the
hot,
daughter?
hot.
Was she the daughter and 40-year-old virgin?
I don't know.
No, but she was the daughter of John McClane in like the Live Free and Die Hard.
Yeah, she was a hot daughter in that movie.
Nope.
He was like, nope, I don't know.
Still,
I am now showing Brian what she looks like.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know what she was in. Still hot, though.
She was
Well, there's that.
She was in Death Proof. She was the one dressed up in the cheerleading outfit, got left behind by her friends to basically get raped by the guy who owned the car.
Which, you know, that usually sucks.
Death Proof?
Yeah.
You haven't
That's
seen
one
it?
hell of a name.
Yeah.
You haven't seen that movie?
No.
Oh, dude.
We need the commentary on those.
Yes.
Actually, it's recently been suggested that I do commentary on all the Tarantino films.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That would be fascinating.
Which I'm not the biggest Tarantino fan of all my friends. I don't hate them. I don't dislike those movies at all. I'm not a fanboy. So I think I could pull it off.
Yeah, be properly objective and such.
I'd like to refer to Leo DiCaprio's character exclusively as Jack from Titanic.
Pretty much. That's where
My ex threw me over a door in the middle of the ocean, so I'm angry and I hate black people now.
Yeah, and now he could have fit.
Yeah.
He could have fit everybody. Just go ahead and look it
There
up.
was enough room to have some really good quality water sex on that thing.
They could have, spooned the heat right out of that shit. They could have survived.
Right?
Well, this guy
Well,
just fucking freezes to death.
but let us, guys, as much as I agree, let's put it to you this way. If somebody had to survive, Leo DiCaprio or Kate Winslet?
Vaginas. Leo DiCaprio's vagina is probably far tighter than hers.
I don't know. I liked him in Inception.
And she wasn't in Inception.
That's true.
She was in Contagion.
And she died and ruined everyone's life there, so...
Yeah.
I mean, right now, the scales are in Leo's favor, dude.
Yeah, things are going in Leo's favor right now.
I'm a big fan of Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, so there you go.
That is a good movie.
Where's her internet desired and wanted Oscar? Did anyone rally
She won for the freaking reader.
Yeah, she just got an Oscar. He had to earn it by suffering and making the internet famous.
That's right.
All right.
So she had to kill Jews for an Oscar. He had to be raped by a bear for an Oscar, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Yeah, that kind of fucking sucked.
How many movies have we seen someone kill a Jew? How many movies have we seen someone get raped by a bear?
But how many movies have we seen somebody get raped by a Jewish bear and then kill it?
On the next Tilted Fox with our
Like, god damn. That's one hell of a bear. He's wearing a yarmulke.
All right, changing gears to the holiday season. Brian, can you hand me that little blue box right there next to you?
Making... Oh, God.
So,
Go ahead.
So Alex is one of my roommates.
Yes.
He asked me this morning in a very heartfelt way. He asked, "Would you join me for Hanukkah this year?" And me, being the
Cool.
Scandinavian-blooded man I am, said, "I mean, yeah."
Well said.
I'm gonna have to go pick up a freaking menorah.
As long as I can put my 2 Christmas goats in the window too, I'm down.
Absolutely.
I would have never known.
Here's what I know. Christmas Eve for me, we're supposed to start lighting candles and doing shit.
Well, the only reason it's Christmas Eve is because it happens to be Christmas Eve this year. Hanukkah jumps around because of the Jewish calendar.
Because the Jewish calendar is just not reliable.
Because it's not the same thing as the standard Roman calendar that we all operate from. So, because of there are times when Hanukkah starts like right after freaking Thanksgiving.
It's okay for me.
That's weird. But
for me, growing up, it wasn't about
interesting.
Christmas Day. For me, growing up, it was about solstice, which this week it lands on Wednesday. So that's supposed to be the day I eat a bunch of food, get fat, and pass out. But for you guys, I guess you light a candle every day and spin clay.
44 color twisted candles.
Yeah.
Twisted like the man himself.
Exactly.
What's Christmas like at your family?
Food.
Yeah.
Pork. Puerto Ricans, man. It's just pork and rice
Good
every
man.
single season.
Good. I approve of these people.
Come on over, man.
Said the Jew, by the way.
Professor Elliot and I we just filmed a Yule-based feast for Fantastic Feast and Where to Find Them.
Nice.
And we made rib, we made Carillion hot pot, we made just nothing but meat on meat on meat.
Hell yeah.
Dude, Bryant, Carillion hot pot is lamb, pork, and beef, and all you add to that is onion.
That sounds
and it's
terrific,
considered to be
actually.
a stew. We took the giant cast iron pot, and he had to pack it in with so much meat that he had to shove the lid down.
Nice.
It was amazing. We've had leftovers for like a week and a half.
That's real Thanksgiving right there.
Yeah,
where you
yeah.
have like months and months of just leftover turkey, and you're just like,
Well, we were gonna
does
film.
it taste right?
Oh,
Fuck it.
we were gonna film the night before, but and we invited a bunch of people over, but we realized, we're not ready to film. Let's just bake a turkey. Okay. So the night before we had a turkey feast. Then the night afterwards we had a Scandinavian solstice feast. So I'm pretty sure we gained the pounds.
There you go.
It's okay.
Yeah, the standard move for us Jews on Christmas Eve. I mean, me and my family, we're not particularly observant, but then of course we're also not Christians.
Yeah,
So,
I keep watching you bump into things when you walk around.
Wah wah.
Observant.
He
died.
So what we actually normally do is we go have Chinese on the 24th. That's the
Eat
standard
a Chinese
move.
person?
Yes.
Yes.
This arouses me. Continue.
Go on.
No, the standard move for Jewish people on Christmas Eve is to have Chinese food. And it is particularly a New York Jew thing, because when New York Jewish people want to go out on the evening on a Christmas Eve, the only places that are open are the freaking Chinese restaurants. So we go to eat Chinese, and it's become a fairly common thing.
Cool.
In fact, actually, much to my offense, I've seen too many Gentiles out at freaking Chinese places on Christmas Eve. No. You guys should be home with your families, having some sort of Christmas figgy pudding or whatever the fuck. Yeah. Chinese is for the Jews.
Yeah, right.
I don't want to see a single fucking wasp in my Chinese place when I'm going out on Christmas Eve.
All I hear from you right now is that there's duck fat involved, and I'm really happy.
Serious.
My favorite thing to get, we'll always end up going to like the Panda Inn, which at least in the general region is kind of the nicest sit down Chinese place in the area. Yeah. And their tea smoked duck is phenomenal.
So now thousands of people are now going to know where you're going.
Yeah, they're going to know where I'm going. Yeah, they'll find me. Oh, boo!
Good.
I'm so afraid.
I'm trying to tell if he's overacting because he is afraid, or if he's just genuinely this weird.
I'm just watching. He's like, please don't go. There won't be any tea duck left.
I believe Alex has had alcohol tonight.
What?
Speaking of which, sir, would you like some cold mead now and change, or would you like yourself a winter beer?
I would love a winter beer right
I'm
now.
going to winter beer you.
Oh.
If that's so talk about the kind of food you guys serve.
Usually, for actually almost every season, it's for Thanksgiving, New Year, whatever's kind of sit down. We usually have pork shoulder, which is called bening.
Okay.
And it is just a hunk of pork shoulder. And then my mom makes... it's a potato salad. It's an egg potato salad. It's a rice. It's yellow rice with lentils.
Ooh.
It's really good rice, and I usually put ranch with it. I know. It's delicious.
I am looking at him askew.
Yes, it's absolutely delicious. So we have the rice. We have now a new added thing through my sister-in-law. We always have green bean casserole.
Which is always good.
Yeah, green bean casserole is
with
great.
Bacon and all that in it?
She just does the cheese and the sauce.
Oh, that's way different than what I know.
Yeah, I don't know. That's the only one I know. So,
okay.
Stuffing. No, it's pretty much Thanksgiving.
Okay.
But without a turkey.
See, my grandmother was very, 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 very Finnish and Norwegian.
Okay.
So it was just meat and meat and meat and meat and meat and meat and some more meat.
And
then
there's some potatoes.
Actually, yeah, that was it. Sir, here is your brew, especially for you.
Thank you.
Let the world know what you got.
All right, everybody. So I am going to go ahead and take down a Stone. Fuck yeah. I fucking love Stone. This is an Americano Stout. A decidedly American Imperial Stout with espresso. Very cool.
I'm going to make myself some cold mead.
Oh my.
In my mug.
Oh my.
Yeah, no, my family was basically, we'd have a traditionally you always have a centerpiece Christmas ham, which is you bury ham, light that bastard on fire.
Yes.
Bury a bunch of sweet potatoes and yams around it so they cook as well.
Would you actually go ahead and make the pit?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But we do a pit a little bit different. We would actually like bury it with a bunch of leaves, like maple leaves.
Yeah.
We'd throw whole apples down in there as well. We do a lot of really weird shit.
That's not weird, man. That's culture.
On top of that, we'd have a huge rack of lamb, which was my favorite all the way. When I was a kid, lamb was my favorite.
And actually, lamb is really good for you.
Yeah, it's
one of the better meats.
Yeah, and it's so much tastier and juicier if you cook it right.
Yeah.
If you cook it right.
I think that's
the trick.
That's with everything.
Then we'd have
a little bit of everything.
Some pork ribs as
oh,
well.
Oh hell yeah!
We'd have we just had so many freaking meats.
All right, so we're gonna get out of here and go get something to eat, right?
Right?
yeah.
I haven't had dinner.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah, I had lunch. Then I'm drinking alcohol now. Speaking of which, so yeah. I think to me holidays now are food, which actually is why I love Christmas so much. Is because Christmas now, everyone thinks it's like a religious holiday now. We've kind of gotten rid of all the religion, and it's now merging into this one big, like, everything can celebrate it holiday.
Yeah.
A lot of people are fighting it publicly, like saying you have to say Happy Holidays. I'm against that shit.
Okay.
I want to tell this asshole Happy Hanukkah. I want to tell you Merry Christmas, and I want you guys to say a good Yule to me, because they think that's just what Christmas is now.
That's fair, but then, of course, I know that that's what you celebrate. Somebody may not look at me and know that Hanukkah is technically.
But that's yes, and I think you're right. My counter to that, sorry I said pouring while I talk. My counter to that is if I celebrate Good Yule, I want to actually tell people Good Yule, Merry Christmas, and I want them to respond. I want you to respond with like Happy Hanukkah.
Well, I think
to me, when I get that, when someone says like Happy Kwanzaa or whatever the hell they celebrate, I'm just like, I like that. That felt warm.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm fine with doing that on a regular basis. I have to like say things to people in terms of my professional side of things, where I would prefer to just say Happy Holidays because people get all antsy if you reference something specific.
Yes, but that's because the United States is just a country of little whiny bitches now.
Exactly,
and
that's
I don't
actually
put up with
what
that
I was gonna tell you is that you would be fine with it. But the political warrior, out there, what freaking,
You offended me!
Did you just say Merry Christmas? You see him like halfway down the hall and just heard it on a whisper, bounced off a window somehow.
I'm fortunate that I have not yet encountered somebody who wants to get all evangelist about saying Merry Christmas as opposed to Happy Holidays. But I'm looking forward to that moment I'm looking forward to that moment, honestly, because I want to be able to say, well, I'm Jewish, and let them deal with that.
And I want to be able to tell them, you suck it.
Fair enough. I just say Happy Holidays, and honestly, they seem happy about it, and then we go our separate ways.
Exactly, and everybody's happy enough with it. And it's also not one of those things where if somebody wishes me a Merry Christmas, I'm not offended by that.
Thank you.
I'm not offended by
You're welcome.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
I'm still going to end up saying Happy Holidays because I'm the sort of person who's actually going to say I'd like to wish you the happiest of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Also, by the way, for what it's worth, many people I'm not necessarily going to see on December 31st either. So Happy Holidays is practical also in the sense of I'm also saying Happy New Year's.
But
that's
at
true.
the same time, it's also wonderful for those who don't really give a shit about the holidays and hide away from the world, because then their holiday is everyone's busy and they get to go home and just watch movies and jerk off.
There you go.
I wish, man. That's just not how it works. You got to go buy presents. You got to freaking indulge in family, and you got to spend money.
I know. And when at what other point of the year are you going to watch movies and jerk off?
This is the only time of the year you actually are allowed to do that.
You're allowed to just hang out and be lazy. See, they should have like a holiday for like relaxation. You know, it's like
Mental Health Day?
Yeah, something like that. You know, where it's like Mental Health Week, or we gotta take siestas,
They do.
we gotta be like the Mexicans.
They do. It's called 420.
Fair enough.
All right, so
Well, that's particularly valuable because it's 5 days after your taxes are due.
Yeah, shit.
so I have noticed. I don't want to get into this a little bit right here. I have noticed. Get a little moon show. I've noticed recently that everyone and their mother has absolutely no idea the origins of Christmas. The funny thing is, we actually started out.
Let's look it up on Wikipedia.
Don't need to. I wrote my own notes down based on this shit that I've known since I was a kid. I had an Irish Catholic grandfather, an agnostic father, and a theistic pagan grandmother. So I kind of was getting it from all angles, thinking, I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing right now.
You just stand up, sit down. Stand up, sit
Yeah,
down.
pretty much.
Apparently with an Oklahoma accent.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere. How much do you guys know about Saturnalia?
Nothing at all. I've never even heard that term before.
I heard that term once earlier this evening when you asked me that.
Yeah, well, I had to ask the Jewish one about it. Because it ties into your thoughts.
Yeah.
Saturnalia actually is the old Roman celebration of the solstice, I guess is the way to look at it. It's they worship the sun, Sol.
Cool.
They would essentially celebrate this by with the purge that you see in those movies. It was a day and a night of you're allowed to drink, eat, destroy, fuck, and kill anyone without any consequences. Everyone would go ape shit on this. And then the Catholic Church that was started.
This isn't the way of the book.
Guys, let's get rid of this. And they couldn't.
Freedom Day.
They couldn't get anyone to really just say no. I like my fornication and gluttony day of doing it.
Santa's gonna watch you.
Well, actually, what they wound up doing instead is, you know what? This all ends on the 25th of December. We could just go ahead and relocate Christ's birthday there. Yeah, you guys, you can't do this. We're supposed to celebrate the birth of Christ.
Makes sense.
Come on.
Makes sense.
So people stopped doing that. Until...
Plot twist!
Yeah.
a long, long time later, in 1466.
A galaxy far, far away.
in a Rome far, far away. Pope Paul II, actually, he brought back Saturnalia, but he did it with a very fucked up reason. The Jewish community was still very strong in Rome at this time.
Okay.
And Saturnalia instead was the Jews, the rabbis, were supposed to eat and eat and eat and eat, and then sprint naked through town while the city would throw fruit and random objects at the very overstuffed, very fat, very naked Jews.
Cool.
Sigh.
This went on for a while.
Why is it always the Jews? What is going on?
Because
I feel bad right now.
Why are we mistreated by the Christians for so many years?
Yeah.
Well, the actual answer to that is the fact that, well, for many, many years, standard economic requirements require money lending, and usury was forbidden in traditional Christian and Catholic culture, but Jews could lend money. So if you actually read, for instance, The Merchant of Venice. In The Merchant of Venice, the whole reason that
you lost me at read.
Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. Watch The Merchant of Venice because it is a fucking play. You don't read it, you watch it. Okay. There's a movie version. It has Al Pacino in it. But the whole point is that Shylock can lend money, and the Jews are mistreated because they're this required part of essential society, but nobody's happy about it.
Okay.
So that little bit kind of understood by everyone now. This went on for a long time. Remember, I just acknowledged that started in 1466.
Good times.
In 1836...
Wow.
All throughout Rome and all over the world, Jewish rabbis petitioned against, who was it? Pope Gregory the friggin' 16th.
After 400 years?
Yep. They obviously weren't happy about it, but they petitioned to end Saturnalia.
Gregory the 16th?
Yep.
I just gotta wonder, how bad do you have to feel if you're like Gregory the 11th. You know, you just feel like, man, are we done with this name?
Well, get this.
Shouldn't I be called Jim?
Get this. Jim Bob. Pope Jim Bob the First.
Jim Bob the First. Hey, y'all.
So basically, back in oh my god, so freaking 1836, as you said, 400, almost 400 years later, they petitioned to end Saturnalia, to which Pope Gregory the fucking 16th said, "It is not opportune to make any innovation." His entire response.
Nice.
So it just
so it was a tweet. You need to fit 140 characters.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like, fuck you. I like how things are going right now, so yeah.
Well, for the record, he also made that announcement from atop this large, like, golden-crusted, like, balcony.
That's right.
During Saturnalia, while all the rabbis were fat and naked.
I keep hearing Saturday Night Live.
What do you think Saturnalia turned into?
Exactly.
So anyway, so that went on and continued. But then all of a sudden, the Catholic Church noticed that this same season, this coincided with the Northern Barbarians' celebration of solstice, known as Yule. So how do we fix that? Because obviously we're not going to get those motherfuckers to run naked through the street against their will. They'll just do it year long because they're going to get drunk, they're going to eat all of our meat, and they're going to go run around naked and just have sex. Let's not invite them. Instead, let's try to do everything we can to ruin everything. So what they actually did... You have no problem there?
Got it.
Drop this thing. Basically, those badasses with beards up in the north, they technically worship the same god. They worship the sun in their own way. They just not soul and not as a god. They just worship the sun as the sun.
Okay.
So the church decided, son, we're going to make this Christmas thing big and get rid of that old shit. Yeah. That's what it was called. Yeah. Christmas. It is Christ Mass.
Yeah.
So, yeah, basically, they decided to take the image of which was Odin on his 8-legged horse delivering gifts with the freaking Christmas goat, which were, by the way, the two goats that also carried Thor's chariot. Odin was the original gift bearer. So
if we're rewatching Thor or Thor: The Dark World, Anthony Hopkins is Santa.
Yes. With his eye patch.
So basically, fast forward to a long time later, they decided to merge St. Nicholas, who was actually a bishop who gave to the poor, and one of his biggest stories is he actually gave a dowry that was equivalent to a very well-wedded wives to 3 young girls who were using their bodies for prostitution just to get by. And he was known for being a fantastic guy. So they decided to take the image of Odin and the story of St. Nicholas, merge them together into Old St. Nick's Santa Claus, because they wanted to do away with the pagan visuals that were starting to spread. They're like, oh. So we got Santa Claus and his 8 reindeer instead of the 8-legged horse. You know, you start seeing these things.
Yeah. This 8-legged horse thing. Don't front. Odin was riding a tarantula.
A tarantula horse.
Tarantula horse.
Shit, I'm never going to live that one down for So now take that concept, fast forward to the early 1900s.
Yeah.
Christmas was actually kind of on the outs. No one was really celebrating Christmas that well.
Yeah.
But Coca-Cola ran an ad with not this lengthy red-cloaked Saint Nick. They ran an ad with this fat, jolly Santa Claus with a Coca-Cola and mittens and big rosy cheeks.
Yep.
Thus, modern Christmas got a new upgrade. They rebooted Christmas.
And ain't that crazy how recent it was?
Yep. We almost didn't have Christmas.
It's so crazy how many things actually happened in the early 1900s.
Oh yeah.
Or early 20th century.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's absolutely crazy.
So lo and behold, now Christmas is all about Black Friday, buying shit for people, putting up the biggest lights so the neighbors can know who has the smallest dick. Not to me.
Black Friday scares me. I'm not even gonna lie.
Me too. Me fucking
I'm not
too.
even gonna lie to you. I would never go to a Walmart on Black Friday. People have died.
I've worked at GameStop at Black Friday, and we had like all glass windows. We had 3 of the 4 break.
Dude, I've had...
And when they broke, people kept trying to come in to buy shit.
I
never worked in retail on Black Friday, but I did work at Starbucks. on Black Friday.
Oh, when everyone needs their energy to keep.
fix.
Yeah. So that's always fun. It's kind of like an average Starbucks shift, but with a lot of even pissier people than usual.
Oh yeah,
which is
'Cause
just
I've been
glorious.
sitting outside for 40 hours in front of Best Buys
Because it's 3 a.m. because our practice manager decides that they want to just, or because our manager wants to decide to keep everybody overnight, because everybody's going to go for Black Friday.
That's
and so
right.
it's 3 a.m. People come in, need their coffee, and they're too freaking, unable to talk to be able to say what the hell they want.
Tell us how you
It's
really
real.
feel.
It's
I
real.
always tell you how I really feel.
It's
And it gets
real, man.
really fucking gross when you're horny.
Damn right.
Damn right.
I'm gonna move us not away from the topic, but onto a semi-side topic.
Hey, who's the host here?
Me.
I don't care.
All right, Bryant, move
All
us.
right, everybody, let's get this show on the road. We're like fucking 40 minutes into
you were
it.
about to start you were about to start singing Convoy? What the hell is
I can
that?
only hope.
Exactly at 1 hour.
Let's get this show on the road.
Now we're starting.
No, I was going to ask, what is everybody's favorite Christmas television episode?
Television episode?
Interesting.
Because there's plenty of shows that do their, classic Christmas episode or whatever else have you.
I don't got one yet, but it'll pop to my mind if
I don't have anything that popped into
What's
my brain.
yours?
Well, one of my favorites is one that I think gets overlooked when they talk about this particular topic. It is from Justice League. Comfort and Joy.
Never even seen it.
Have you ever seen any of Justice League?
On and off. On
Okay.
Cartoon Network.
Right, yeah. So you're at least semi-familiar with the characters. I mean,
Yes.
Superman and Batman. Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
definitely.
Comfort and Joy was from late in the second season, and it primarily concerns itself with Superman, Martian Manhunter, Green Lantern was Jon Stewart in this one, and Hawkgirl, and also the Flash.
Cool.
Batman and Wonder Woman are not in this one.
And they all have a big Christmas orgy.
Sure. No, they all
be
go
great.
off on 3 separate stories.
Okay.
Basically, John Jones, because he's Martian, he has no existing knowledge of Christmas.
Yeah.
So Superman says, "Well, screw it. Come spend the holidays with me."
Yeah.
And so he invites him back to the Kent's farm.
Cool.
And so it's Clark Kent and the Martian Manhunter hanging out in Smallville. You've got Jon Stewart and Hawkgirl, who's the season-long romance is starting to really bud.
Interesting.
And Stewart's trying to show Hawkgirl the fun of snow, and Hawkgirl's like, I don't really get it, but when I celebrate, I like to go to this other place. She's like, all right, well, show me. She goes to this alien bar. She likes to go to a bar and drink beer with worms in it because she's Hawkgirl, and start bar fights
Cool.
because she's fucking Thanagarian, and that's how they roll. And then my favorite storyline of the bunch, the Flash goes off to visit a bunch of orphans because he's the Flash and he's awesome, and he brings them a gift, and they decide they want this DJ Rubber Ducky, which makes a goofy poopy noise or something like
Yeah,
that.
that's exactly what we want in
Right,
life.
and he's the Flash. He's like, oh, I can get this, right? But it's like a Tickle Me Elmo situation. Even the Flash, fastest man on the planet, cannot get to the toy stores fast enough to get a freaking get a DJ Rubber Ducky. So he sees like a
Was he
little,
racing Arnold Schwarzenegger?
No, he
Can only
wasn't.
hope.
And he sees this little thing of like Santa and the reindeer in one of the window displays. He's like, that's it. I'll go to the source. Cut to Mount Fuji. He's at the Japanese factory where they make them.
Wait, they make it at Mount Fuji?
Well, right, it's in the background. And he gets the last DJ Rubber Ducky from the actual factory itself.
That's cool.
But in the process, he has to stop a supervillain. It's the Ultra Humanite, and the toy breaks.
Oh.
And then he fucks him up with the toys remaining.
I just beat the shit out of him.
No,
This is for the orphans! Yeah!
well, and all the stories go on their particular ways. They have their particular endings, but I adore that episode. It's an episode without really a villain. Even with the Ultra Humanite's not really a villain in the story.
Yeah.
And it's just even superheroes dealing with the holiday stuff. That's a great freaking show.
Yeah.
Bryant, do you have a favorite holiday show?
I don't.
I have one. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia Christmas special.
Ooh, do tell.
It gives me hope that there are families more fucked up than my own during the holidays. I think my favorite was the one character, Mac, I think his name is. Mm-hmm. He basically, his dad and mom broke into some random family's house while they were asleep early Christmas morning, opened up their gifts, and then went home with them. And he didn't know. He thought like you traded houses for Christmas, and you just get their gifts and they get your gifts. Yeah.
Sunny in Philadelphia, man.
And it just gets worse. Like apparently, the other one's mom was just fucking every Santa in town. It gave me hope that there are families more fucked up than my own.
There are.
Not many, but there are.
Wait. There are.
There are, and if your family is truly fucked up on the holidays too, let me know in the comments down below. I'd really like to hear your fucked up holiday story.
Yeah, that would be great. Actually,
so if you don't have an episode, Brian, then what's the one piece of Christmas or holiday based media that you have to watch for it to be the holidays?
you know what? We actually don't really watch anything.
Really?
No.
Yeah, no.
Heathens.
They get in so many bar fights at their house that they break a TV.
Yeah, it's just liquor and pork.
You Thanagarians!
Actually,
you hawk people, you.
what we do, my mom really likes listening to Mariah Carey's Christmas album.
Really?
Yeah, I've listened to that many times over the years.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I actually now like the album because of how
there's
many
a term
times
for
I've
that.
listened to it.
It's called Stockholm Syndrome.
Oh, that's what it's called.
Pretty much.
But yeah, because we actually open up our presents on Christmas Eve at midnight. So usually we'll be sitting around the fire and
beat the neighborhood to the happy.
And I actually told my mom this, of like, why do only Hispanic families do this? Because they have to go to work tomorrow. So I'm like, damn. Oh, yeah, the Hispanics got to go ahead and take the Christmas trees out of the house. Who's going to do it?
Carissa would like to ask, Bryant, where have you been and what have you been up to? I missed that laugh. Are you drunk yet? I'm drunk.
Oh, well, shit. I have been doing a lot of... I'm trying to make my life out of something. I don't know. I've been going to school. I have a new internship going on.
What porn have you been watching?
I have been watching... You know what? Never mind. That's right.
I want to hear it now.
Actually, surprisingly enough, Professor Elliott introduced me to a website called BetterFap. And I actually use that almost every single time I masturbate now.
BetterFap.
BetterFap.
What is BetterFap?
It's a website that you go ahead and rate what you watch, and then it actually starts showing you stuff that is preferred to you, recommended.
Personalized porn recommendations.
Yes. But I've just been busy. I'm almost done with school now. And I am not drunk yet. I've had some of the mead, which was kind of a different taste for me, so I kind of stopped drinking the little last bit of it. But now I'm drinking the Stone American Stout, which is actually pretty awesome. It's an 8.7, so I'll get there.
So it looks like it's just kind of like
it
looks like it's kind of like a social media site for porn videos. Rate this. Do you like it? Is it making you horny? Will you fap to this?
You like it? You like it?
Do you like these boobies?
Yes.
I think I know what I'm going to jerk off to tonight.
Nice.
There you
Boobies?
go.
What do you jerk off to, Alex?
Oh, gosh.
Hang on, let's find that. Oh, gosh, porn. Images. Unfiltered. Jesus Christ, you filthy fuck.
I don't even want to know. Like the random shit that's behind this monitor right now.
Yeah, there's a... it's My Little Pony porn. I'm not gonna lie.
Fair enough. Oh my.
For the evidence...
What the hell?
Hey, look at that. A little bit of
What did you actually look up?
A little bit of hentai for you guys.
Oh gosh, porn.
Well, there it is.
I followed you to your source, and you're a sick fuck.
Apparently.
So
Are you a Brony?
I am not a brony.
What's a brony?
You're not familiar with the term?
No.
Hang on. I got this covered. I got this covered.
Oh God. Brony. But I will ask you, what website is it like your usual go-to? Because there's I could rattle off like 9 instantly.
I jerk off the Urban Dictionary.
Urban Dictionary, good.
That gets me going.
the freaking sidebars.
Yeah,
the sidebars with the Russian.
It's when I type
Russian housewife.
It's when I type in something and it gives me a suggestion. I just get off on that.
Fair enough. Google suggestions.
I'll be absolutely honest. I actually don't like this. Your standard porn sites or something like that. If I'm interested,
you fucking hipster.
No, no, it's not a hipster.
Amateur.
Thing.
Do you like amateur videos?
Fisting?
You know what? Honestly,
sex machines.
Honestly, if I'm interested in fantasizing about something in particular,
Hentai.
I'll just look it up. Just the individual thing itself.
That thing that's on your mind that day. Okay.
I'm
it porn.
It.
Oh God, it's gonna be Cousin It.
Oh, that would be so horrible. There's just hair everywhere.
I'd like to acknowledge that it confused it porn for IT porn and gave me the most organized server cables ever.
Wow. Well, you know what? With a part down the middle, I mean, you can imagine. If you have to imagine, you can imagine.
That's a fine server booty.
If I'm going to fuck a server, I'm going to fuck this server.
I was going to fuck a server.
Alright, so you asked what a brony is. Let me give you the Urban Dictionary of what brony is.
Okay.
God,
so everybody, listen in. We're going to listen to what a brony is.
Most of them know.
Well, I don't. So learn with me if you don't know.
With 1,003 likes and 43 not liking, this means a male fan of the series, My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic. Dude, are you a member of the herd? Apparently that's the term that they utilize. Are you a member of the herd?
Yeah, that's
it's
exactly
their
what they
code.
say.
You know how when you're
I'm so confused still.
You know how when you want to have gay sex in an open public bathroom, you reach your foot underneath the stall to touch another man's foot, and then you start sucking his dick? This is apparently the same equivalent to sucking that.
So far from the My Little Pony.
This is public code. So if someone just goes like, I don't know what the fuck you mean, then they know to walk away because you're not a brony. However, if they start going on with their Rainbow Dash obsession, then that means you and they are currently bronies for life. And then you start sucking each other's dicks.
Here's the thing about the brony phenomenon.
You should write this fucking down how you just explained it.
I know, right?
Hang on. The response is, yeah, I'm a brony. You fist bump each other. And then you exchange brohoof.
Brohoof.
Here's the thing about the brony phenomena.
Okay.
In 2010, I believe, 2011, My Little Pony Friendship is Magic premiered. It's the newest version of this, long-standing toy franchise.
Yeah, My Little Pony.
Yeah.
Bryant, I'd like you to describe the image I'm displaying to you.
Oh God.
This is a brony.
So that's
the first image that comes up when you type brony into Google.
Interesting.
Oh, Jesus.
So
that's a pretty crazy version. That's brony mixed with a lot of weird shit.
Yeah, so imagine this, everybody. You are sitting down in a chair in a My Little Pony shirt with 3 My Little Ponies on it, with a actual little magical purple stuffed My Little Pony, and My Little Ponies on the wall behind you, while you're duct taped to the chair.
You're missing something. That's not a chair. That's a cot, and that's a diaper.
Oh dear God!
And note how well he did the cutouts on the wall in the background.
I'm sure it took him all day.
Yeah.
So
X-Acto knife.
The show Friendship is Magic was
Friendship is Magic.
Yeah,
that says it all, doesn't it?
I think so.
It's a ridiculously unwieldy title for one, but it was developed for television by Lauren Faust, who is an animator who worked with Craig McCracken on shows like Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends,
and hipster,
and Powerpuff Girls. So this is an established, actually talented animation person working on this show, and she actually ended up putting together what is, frankly, objectively a pretty darn good show.
Okay,
it's
cool.
It's honestly by the standards of like a My Little Pony thing, it's actually really well done. It's got very good acting, pretty funny writing, and a pretty, workable, animation style. Horses are infamous for being the hardest creature to animate.
Interesting.
And so the kind of girly...
I've never heard that before.
If you ask any animator, for years, they're infamously the hardest animals to try and figure out how to turn in... Like, I'm talking
muscle
like drawn.
movement,
yeah.
gravity,
I'm talking like
weight.
drawn animation, traditional animation.
Yeah.
So the style that you came up with for this show was stripped down enough and cartoony enough that it really worked. It reads visually
cool.
in a well done way. So the show starts getting a lot of attention, and for some reason, it manages to strike a chord not just with its expected audience of young girls, and it does hit that audience very, very well.
Definitely.
And it's very popular in its expected demographic.
Yeah.
It also has a sizable periphery demographic in 20 to 30-year-old men who are enjoying the show unironically.
Unironically.
Yeah, they are enjoying the show.
How do you prove that?
Because of the way they talk about it. They're really legitimately fans of it. They talk about how much they kind of adore the stories of it. They adore the characters. They like the messages of the show. Now, again, I have seen the show. I think it's well done. I'm not a brony because I'm not like, this is the greatest thing ever. It's well done for what it is.
Cool.
Absolutely, and it's got a great cast. Although interestingly, mostly Canadian.
Okay.
It's primarily. I think I want to say cast out of Vancouver.
Wow.
I think most of it. The only person who's in the cast
nice.
that's not in Canada is somebody who came from Canada, and that's Tara Strong, who plays Twilight Sparkle. She's Canadian by birth, but she's one of the great voice goddesses.
Say that with a serious face.
Twilight Sparkle?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know.
You smiled immediately.
Damn it.
Oh, that's the character's name.
Twilight Sparkle.
But Tara.
That's one hell of a fucking name.
I know. But Tara Strong as the voice of Bubbles from Powerpuff Girls,
Okay.
Raven from Teen Titans, she was Batgirl on the new Batman Adventures.
Holy shit.
She is, let's see.
That's cool.
She's the new voice of Harley Quinn these days and pretty much everything.
Oh, wow.
Tara Strong is everywhere.
Yeah.
Unequivocally.
Big shout out for Tara Strong.
Big shout out for Tara Strong because she's awesome.
Tara Strong.
Yeah, Tara Strong and E.G. Daly are in the middle of doing this big show. I don't know if it's on Broadway or if it's in L.A., but they've got a stage show thing that the two of them are doing.
Cool.
So that's Bubbles and Buttercup on the same stage.
Nice.
Well, thank you for explaining the whole Brony thing.
Yeah, there you go.
That was quite a...
I had to balance it out, so I've been rating on Better Fap this entire time.
Nice.
That's appropriate.
How's it going?
I assume you've found some brony porn for us.
Do you have any chubs going on right now?
No chubs. It takes a little bit for porn to give me chubs, but I do appreciate.
Good for you.
Well,
I need to get out there. I need to start going out and having sex with chicks again instead of having just masturbation.
Who are you having sex with?
My hand.
Okay.
All night.
Do you take it out for dinner? Do you show it a nice time?
Well,
do you leave the money on the counter? What do you do for your hand?
My hand gets pleasure too.
He gives it dick.
Yeah, exactly. See,
I get you.
Pamela Anderson.
You and your hands and I, we know each other.
But
I'm sorry, everybody. Say goodbye to Brian. He is about to die.
Got it.
Again, the moment you come back on the podcast, you die again.
It's okay. It wouldn't have felt right if it didn't happen.
Welcome home, Brian.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. But yeah, I don't know. I need to get back out there. I've been, I have been secluding myself a lot. And that's the thing that's been going on. I've been secluding myself in my books, secluding myself in work, secluding everything that I like to actually go ahead and do.
Secluding yourself with Better Fap?
Better Fap. Better Fap has been better.
Non-sponsored, by the way.
Yeah, and fapping.
So, speaking about getting out there and meeting women, I went out this weekend with my girlfriend for her birthday.
How's Kara doing?
Kara's doing fan-fucking-tastic.
Good.
We went up to Solvang, Arizona.
Well, damn.
Or Solvang, California. Which
I was going to say, that was a bit of a drive.
Solvang is the Danish town in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Okay.
Or no, sorry, Denmark, little Denmark or something like that.
Okay.
basically a Scandinavian town in the middle of California.
Cool.
And it's up
That's
in the
great.
hills. It's cold as shit.
Well, it wouldn't have felt right, I bet, to them if it wasn't cold as shit.
And we went out. We had I took our family to a place that had a traditional actual smorgasbord as opposed to just a buffet. And they're looking at all this food and thinking, "What the fuck is this? This looks horrible. What's this gray goo? Oh, that's meat. No, that looks like Jello. No, that's meat. It's really good."
Ugh.
So I instead of them looking at things and poking, I just started taking scoops and putting it on their plates for them. And they sat down. And Kara, obviously being awesome, tasting everything, trying everything, going, "Wow, that's great."
Yeah.
Helped kind of lead the charge, because if I put it on their plate and I kept eating it, they wouldn't trust me. But her going to town on it was great. So they ate it and they enjoyed it. And suddenly, all of a sudden, they want me to go on Christmas Day, they want me to go cook Scandinavian food for them.
Nice. That's great.
But, so we wandered around town at cold as shit. Following morning, woke up at like 5 in the morning to go see the sunrise. Because out there, the sunrise is mag-fucking-nificent. You got the winter little, like all the fields with the glistening frost. It's all shiny. Well, my girlfriend decided she was going to wear flats and not bring any socks.
Okay.
Oh, sure.
So we walk about 1.5 miles in the below freezing weather.
Got it.
And she was wearing the fleece leggings that I gave her, so she's nice and warm everywhere but her feet.
Okay.
And then she actually acknowledged that her feet were going numb and in pain. So I kick off my shoes, my warm, comfy shoes.
Did you have socks on?
I had socks on. I had socks very similar to these orange beauties I'm wearing now.
Very nice.
And I decided to be the boyfriend that stands in the middle of the freezing cold in my socks, and she was wearing my toasty warm shoes.
Good boyfriend.
And I kept thinking,
You're a good boyfriend.
I kept thinking, I'm a good boyfriend. I'm a good boyfriend. Don't punch her in
Give
the
me
teeth.
back my fucking shoes!
Don't punch her in the teeth. You don't need to mug her and take your shoes back.
Yeah.
Wow, modern laying down of the cape.
Yeah, take your
Serious.
shoes off and give them to
Seriously. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I love my girlfriend, but that was so special, Ed. I'm going to bring my warm coat, my warm sweater, and I'm not going to bring any socks.
It's Californian of her. It's very Californian of her.
Yeah, you know what? You nailed that one. That's pretty accurate. I
Yeah,
should
I'm
stop
serious.
griping on her.
No, that's just what we do.
I have a friend who's up in like Manitoba or something like that. He just got up there, and he the second he gets there, he posts the like the below 20, like 25 below or something like that temperature that he's up there, and I'm first one commenting on his freaking status. It's like, I warned you. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Yeah.
You're going to Canada, dude. You're coming from here. Pack properly.
The thing that I, yet again, because I went to Virginia for Thanksgiving, I didn't pack socks. I had regular socks. Regular socks weren't needed in Virginia.
That's actually funny.
I needed, I don't know, like wool.
I
socks or
took a
something.
trip to San Francisco once, and I forgot my assless chaps. Yeah.
That will get you arrested.
Talk about awkward.
That will get
Everybody's just looking at you.
you in the wrong neighborhood. That gets you arrested.
How does that man
in
shit?
other neighborhoods, you just get a ticket. I mean,
I just hung out in Oakland where everyone thought it was normal.
The police pull you over. Excuse me, sir. Regular pants? Just give you a ticket.
How can you tell I was in my car, officer?
excuse me, I'm going to have to write you up for over-decent exposure.
Thank
Again,
you. Thank you.
where is the camera? I'm in my own car.
Thanks. Get out of here, please.
Fuck, that place is harsh. Alright, guys, we'll run low on time here. That was the least Christmassy episode we could have possibly put together. Thank you.
Yes!
You did talk actually about an entire history of Christmas, so that I think
I think I crushed it all in like 4 minutes. Like, all right, guys, I left out all the details you really need to know. I just gave you the ones I gave a shit about.
It was, we talked about the Justice League.
Exactly.
We talked about the Justice League's Christmas episode.
Betterfap.com.
Betterfap.com. That's very Christmassy.
The most Christmassy thing, yeah.
Yep.
Hang on.
And we had holiday mead.
It was really good. The warm mead I prefer for this style.
Yes.
I like because this isn't brewed. This is wine style.
Yeah.
If you're gonna get yourself like a good brewed mead, a good meadery mead, it's gonna be a little thicker, a little beery. It's amazing stuff. I'm gonna get you some, sir. I have a new source, and I'm gonna contact
A new
him.
source.
Have a new source.
This guy's always got sources. It's like every time I meet up with this guy, he's got a new source.
It's called a beehive.
Yeah.
I thought it was called.
Calm down.
I thought it was called an eagerness to go down on everyone I meet. But I mean, I like yours too.
You got to
Urban Dictionary, that shit.
Boom, right there.
Beehive, and if it's not in there, you
Urban
put it in there.
Dictionary.
Is there actually another phrase? Oh, okay. I was like, oh shit, man! I am so behind the times. I didn't know what was it? The Brony.
Hang on. Beehive is a word in Urban Dictionary.
I'm not surprised.
It's another high school word. A largely tightly packed circle where people dance. It can be comprised of anywhere from 30 to 100 people.
That's stupid.
Comprised.
That's
Comprised.
that's called a dance group. That's called people standing in a circle and dancing. You got to make a fucking verb out of it.
Have you ever wanted to go into like a group of people just kind of dancing to some pop music and just start moshing?
You just start throwing elbows. Like,
Cindy, do a Justin Bieber song.
I don't give a shit.
Just punch a girl on every single baby. Baby.
Oh my god.
Well, who says I indiscriminate towards women? I'm gonna punch the shit out of anyone who comes in arms reaching me.
Watch Bill Burr. He explains it well about women getting. Sometimes a lady deserves to get punched.
My sister, we went to Ozfest, and my sister decided instead of just the mosh pit, which we've been moshing for like the entire day, we went to the two, like, I forgot what it's called, the two opposing sides that go rushing towards each other.
Oh, the fucking
The wall of death.
Oh my god!
And she decides
I would never do that.
My sister
sorry, I would never.
Is
do
a
that.
fucking lunatic. She sees like three dudes just stand in the middle, just going like crazy. My sister, I'm talking like maybe 120 pounds soaking wet. Walks out in her jeans and her sports bra, just covered in mud and water. Walks out to the middle of them with these giant dudes, and she just sits there and she's staring at everyone, just flipping everyone off. Oh my god! When I found her like an hour later, and I was looking, she had blood over her eyebrow, and she didn't know whose it was. And she just sitting there. She's
nuts,
sitting there,
man.
and she's just toking away and smoking away, and she's just smiling and happy.
Hey, that's cool.
Yeah.
At least she was all chill about it. Like some people were like, I think I almost died. Like I got the wall picked me up in the middle and let me back down. It was like a fucking wave.
Well, apparently what one dude did during the whole thing is he knocked her down, and then because he knocked her down, he's just trying to smack her. But he knocks her down. So apparently he like turtles over her until she gets back up, and he's getting stomped the shit on, and she helps him up, and they start fucking elbowing each other. Like, wow, white people.
That. Oh shit! That was yet again a bumper sticker. You see the wall of death.
White people. So you can find the holiday special "Wow White People Wall of Death" T-shirt on tiltedfox.com.
That is amazing.
Get yours today.
I want that.
We are officially out of time, guys. Thank you so much for joining us, everyone. Alex, again, you're always awesome and quirky to be on here. Thank you for your insight to the cartoon world and the voice world.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Thank you
that's
much.
right.
You have a perspective that I think not many have in your age, and I think many mothers are glad of that. Bryant,
What?
been fucking forever.
Yes.
Don't wall of death me, man.
Please. Wow.
Don't make me fight your sister.
My blood is gonna be on her fucking brow.
She'd wear it for pride. She put like little bitch on her forehead.
Yeah, that was Brian's.
Thank you for coming back. I'm glad.
Yes.
I'm glad to see you.
It
again.
was good to be back. Cheers, everybody. Definitely keep watching the Chimichanga Superstar podcast. Fucking peace out. See you guys next time.
If you like this episode, please like, comment, and subscribe down below. Make sure to check out my vlog on Kristaan Barrick on YouTube. I do a lot of weird shit, including jumping off waterfalls, and maybe or maybe not masturbate to brony porn. Non-sponsored, go touch yourself, no matter what your sexuality is, to betterfat.com. I think I'm officially
Thank you, Elliot.
Yeah, thank you, Professor Elliot, to your porn love. He's gonna hate me for that.
What?
He's
the one that introduced me.
I love how he's got such a clean, family-oriented channel, yet he's a filthy fucking pervert.
We all are.
I'm
sorry, I have a penis.
We just put it on display for everyone. He just waits.
Yeah, that's right.
He waits till he has them alone in their dressing room.
Every one of you superstars out there, make sure you have a fantastic holiday. Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa,
Happy holidays.
Hanukkah, happy everything. Good Yule and
Happy Festivus!
may the awesomeness be with you.